Good morning. This is Barbara and friends, but I'm Elaine Brewster here with some of the friends because Barbara is at a godchild's graduation today, which is very special. We are here going to share some experiences with you of a Japanese healthcare company that has some ancient technologies that are given to us in a hot new form. Very, very easy to use and cost effective. Years ago, I heard a story that really woke me up. I was at a meeting and a grandma stood up and she had taken a Japanese sleep system, it had magnets in it, with her when she went to visit her son's house. But when she got there, she found that her 10-year-old grandchild had attention, difficulties, and she decided it would be better for him to sleep on it than her. So at the end of the week, when she's folding up her stuff and getting ready to go, he came to her and he said, "Grandma, do you have to take it with you? When I sleep on it, I know what the teachers are saying." Wow, that opened up a whole world to me, that there's more than just say muscular relief, which is wonderful, or more than hurts that are relieved. There is literally something that is changing in us and aligning us so that our bodies can function better. So I bet that a lot of these people on the call today have some experiences. Marcia, why don't we start with you?
Okay, well, my husband's been having some issues with one of his feet. It was very swollen, and a particular toe was very, very, very inflamed and hurting. And we had gone for the botanical gardens. He couldn't walk around, and he was in such agony that when we got home, I took him right to urgent care. And the doctor there, of course, said it has to do with aging. It's something that just happens. And, just have to wear compression stockings. Go get compression stockings. So I said, no, let's try something else first. And my husband, fortunately, is very happy. We have these wraps, which he used to wear when he had some problems with his knee, which he had stuck away in his drawer. So I said, why don't you put that on your foot? And he put it kind of on his calf and his ankle because it was fit a little more snug there. And then we took the Kenko Touch, and he sat in the living room, and I had it pulsing and pulsing and pulsing. And would you think that actually it started to feel better? How amazing is that without the compression stockings? And he's the same age. He's actually getting older every day. And his foot he's been doing it for the past few days. He never took the wrap off. This morning, yesterday I asked him, how's his foot feeling? He said, oh, it's feeling a lot better. I said, are you still wearing the wrap? He said, oh yeah, he just keeps it on now. But and it's not that tight that it's acting as a compression. It's just the technology that's so wonderful. So he's a very happy camper, and we can go for our walks. We went for a lovely walk last night. And I want to just give a quick shout out to the Nikken watch, which is on sale, because I just got out of the shower a little while ago. I forgot and left it in the shower yesterday, and we had a downpour last night. And it's ticking, it's working great. So anyway,
Nice.
Great.
A lot of good Nikken things.
How about you, Hattie Jane?
Oh, it's like over these last 20 plus years that I was introduced to Nikken, there are so many stories and reminding of things that kind of surprised me. Right now, I live on the East Coast, and so we're heavy into our trees, grass, pollen, and cicada outbreak of 17-year brood. They're big and they're ugly, but they are noisy too.
Yeah.
But anyway, I have allergies. I've had them all my life. Oh my goodness gracious. And so we've always been working, trying to make it better. And I was that person that always had my nose thing, always had my tissues, and I'd have a wad in the thing because I'd use tissues and I'd need to put in the pocket so I could use it later. I'm just, social things were not spontaneous for me, obviously. But this year, again, I'm so glad we're on Zoom so I can leave this message with you all, because I can breathe, but I'm not sneezing, I'm not snuffling, and I'm having a great time. And I use a variety of products from Nikken. and they work. Be glad to tell you more.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. Lorraine, do you have something to share?
Yes, I'm Lorraine, and I'm in sunny British Columbia, Canada. And I 20 years now I've been involved with Nikken, and when I was introduced to it, I was just coming off some health challenges, and of course at that point I said, I got to look at my yin and my yang here. Why am I having these issues? So I was introduced to Nikken, and I very quickly developed a wellness home. But the biggest just recently, when I was brought to my awareness about earthing and all that hoopla about how to get back to nature, I really got into reading the books, and then Nikken came out with a grounding, what they call a grounding pad. And I decided at that time I was doing a lot of exercises. I was leading a group of snowbirds here in British Columbia, exercises. So I'm going gun ho in there. So I was starting to have some issues and I found that I couldn't really roll over comfortably in bed. So I decided to put this grounding pad on my bed, and I've been sleeping on it. And I was amazed that that night, after sleeping on this grounding pad, how easy I could roll over in bed without any discomfort. So I've got one in my bed, and I've also added it just by my computer. So I've got my bare feet on it all the time. And that has really been it was really amazing. So now I'm promoting wellness and all these things. And I really feel as I'm aging, and I'm a very senior here, that there's something to these products that is really sustaining my longevity, my creativity, and just being on Zooms with like this has been absolutely phenomenal. Thank you.
That's wonderful. Thank you, Lorraine. Karen Rose, do you have anything that you're thinking that has come to mind? Or anybody else? Okay. Let me tell you.
I see Laura, excuse me, I see Laura's here. Laura, hi.
Oh,
This is my
welcome.
guest.
Sorry, low blood
Elaine.
sugar comes at
We're so glad to have you on, Laura.
wrong time. Here I am.
We're sharing experiences. Do you have something you could share with us, Laura?
Absolutely. In last August, I hurt my knee. Spent months in physical therapy, which I shouldn't have done without an MRI. Was diagnosed with a torn meniscus and a Baker's cyst behind my knee. The Baker's cyst was really problematic. So I had limited range of motion. I was achy. And someone suggested I talk to Marsha, who I've known for years. And she recommended, she told me about the products, and she recommended the knee wrap, which I bought that as well as the insoles. And on the first day, I didn't read the instructions, which is unlike me. I'm a professional organizer, so I'm into detail. And I didn't read the instructions, and I kept the knee wrap on for 8 hours. And I felt at the end of the day, it was too much compression. But then I realized, okay, read the instructions. And it says, I think it was something like 4 to 6 hours, something like that. So the next day I tried it again, put the knee wrap on, and I only kept it on for 5 hours, which seems to be ideal for me. Let me put on a light because I'm in the dark. Here we go. Okay. And by that day, the end of that day, I had relief. I wasn't as achy. I didn't feel the cyst behind my knee as much. Okay. The insoles I put on that day too, and it took a while to adjust to that. So I had both going on at the same time, but I wanted to figure out which one was working. So by the next day, I didn't do the insoles, but I put the knee wrap on again, and I kept it on for 5 hours, which was very comfortable. By the end of that day, I had range of motion that I hadn't had in months. I had definitely a lot less ache, and I couldn't feel the cyst. I was shocked. So I've been using it steadily for the last couple of weeks, and there is a huge difference. So I'm thanking Marsha all the time because it really made a big difference.
Yes.
My flexibility is there. I don't have the ache that I had. I'm definitely able to move about, and I'm a professional organizer, so I need to be able to be flexible and move and know that I'm not restricted. And this has given me the flexibility back. So I'm thrilled.
Laura, I don't know if you're going to talk about this, but I was kind of amazed, and you were kind of amazed about what happened when you put the insoles on for your
Yes.
feet. What you didn't expect to happen that happened.
What I didn't expect, and once again, you can't. Let me turn off my low sugar alarm. Okay, there we go. I'm good. What I didn't know what to expect, because I wear insoles as well, orthopedic insoles, so I wasn't sure how to work them. First, I put them on top and realized that there was some indentations in the insoles. So the next time I used them, I put them underneath my orthopedic ones, and that worked better for me. And I could still feel my feet felt like they were. I'm petite to begin with, so I have small feet. My feet felt like I had a massage in my feet that just lasted days on end.
Mm.
So yeah, I mean, and I did them reverse too, because it says, I read somewhere you could try them reverse. I felt a little bit more massage on the side where they stick up a bit more. But and also I had an ache in I have some neuropathy in my big toe because I've had back surgery. I was standing up straight instead of being a little hunched over. So on the days that I wear them, I stand pretty straight.
Awesome.
Really awesome. So yeah, great results with both products.
Fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You are welcome.
Thank you. That's so interesting. I love this. Everybody has different bodies and everyone has their own experiences, and just hearing all the different ways that everyone handles things teaches the rest of us. It just opens us up to things that might help us.
Absolutely. But I do have to say, before using any of the products, do read the instructions.
That's always a good idea, Laura. Thank you.
Well,
What I
know-
wanted to share with you
Yeah.
today is I went to Vermont. I was going to be there for a year and a half. I live in Utah. And then all of a sudden I had some internal problems, and they did a CAT scan on me and it looked like I had ovarian cancer. So I left Vermont very quickly and came home, and they got me into the Huntsman Center, and they did surgery on me, and it was some strange grouping of some protein cells, which they took out. But even after that surgery, my internals were not just really working the way I want. And I finally decided there was a lot of ingredients in this daily formula that this company Nikken has. And so I decided to use that. And I use a lot of the Nikken supplements to help me, especially during this time of pandemic. I've been using an immunity product that really, really helps your immune system to grow, to increase. And so that's, really made me feel comfortable that I'm doing something to help my own body. But as far as helping me internally, this has really, really helped me. I was going to say something else about it.
What's the name of that product? It's the daily one?
Mega Daily 4.
And it also comes with omega-3s. So they're both good
right.
for the daily pack for women. And if there's a man in your life, we have a pack for him that's strictly for males.
That's right. That's
I think Megan figured out we're kind of different, male and female.
yeah, we have some different needs. Yeah, we do. Well, we hope that we've given you just a taste today of a few things. We have much, much to offer. And I would suggest to anybody listening to this, you've got your own complex body and you've got your own needs. Somebody earlier today said, when we're diagnosed with something, that's not our identity. It's not who we are. It's just where we are. It's just something that we're carrying around with us right now. I would suggest that you contact the person that shares this link with you and see what we have, because I think in all likelihood that there might be something that can help you. So we will wish everyone a great day, and I will end this recording.